I'll show you how to make a print file. We need to have this to a print house or to a colleague that would like to print it out on a desktop printer or something like that. So how do we get this out of Illustrator and become a PDF we can easily distribute in an email and print out on any printer? Basically, we go up into our file menu and then we just say save a copy. Then we can give it a name, put it somewhere on our computer, and down here we need to choose our format. I'll choose PDF because PDF is our portable document format. That is what it stands for. I click on that one, and then I have an option to choose, like, would I like to have only page 1 or artboard 1 and 2, both of them, only one of them, or whatever, or all of them. So here I define already if I don't want all of it to go into my PDF. Then I say save, and the next point that is important is to pick the right Adobe PDF preset. High quality print is good for in-house printing. Use it for in-house printing, that'll be fine. And if you need to go for a print house, use this one, PDF X1A 2001. That is quite cool for that because it basically contains all your colors as you want it. So it's either that one or that one. I choose high quality print, and it can also be opened in Illustrator, and that's why we have this preserve Illustrator editing capabilities that we can do on. Our output will be no color conversion, it'll just keep whatever we set it up to, and this document is set up to CMYK print colors. Nice. I'll just save my PDF, and it will look like this. 2 pages, and this one. And it has the A4 size because I built it in A4 size. That is nice. But what if this was a poster and I needed to print to the edge over here? Then I need the concept of bleed. I need the paper oversized, and then I need to deliver it with crop marks on. How do I put that up? Then I need to have the document set up. In this one, I can choose the bleed here, and it's usually 3 millimeters in Europe. It can be up to 5 millimeters in terms of it, depending on size. If you're in doubt, call the print house and ask them what do you prefer for this huge poster I want to print. I put this on, and then I say OK here. And then you can see the red line here. It's basically my bleed. All of your illustrations should go at least to the end of the red line, or to the edge of the red line, and it's okay if it's just surpass it, because if it surpasses it, it will just be cut off. But it is really bad if it's like this. Then there will be some white stuff on your print, and also like this is not good enough. Then there will also be white stuff on it. It has to pass the red line. If you can't see the red line, it could be that you, in your view option, have been into the guides and say hide guides, because the bleed is basically a guide and then you can't see it. So that is a little oops thing we have here, show guides, so you can see your bleed if you need it. Now we need to process this to a print file we can send to a print house. I go up in my file menu and I say a copy, and I'll just use a PDF again and call that out. Throw it on the desktop, save, and then I will actually go for my PDF exit blah blah blah. It's a good standard because it's quite low in technical quality here, so it's perfect for also old printers. You never know what the print house has. Some can contain a really high version number here, but usually all the numbers here is basically because the PDF format also have some funky interactive stuff, and you don't need that for a print. So don't go high on the numbers here. The lower, the better. And then the compression, that is all fine because we use the standard that has what we need here. So we don't need to take all this into consideration because the standard up here has already taken the decision for us. Then in marks and bleeds, we need to put in our document bleed settings, and look, 3 millimeters is standing here. And then we would like different marks. So we would like all our marks here. And then our output, it just converts it to whatever our document is set up to, and it's set up to CMYK, and that is just fine. So let's save this PDF. And look, now we have all the marks the print house could dream of. This is my trim marks and my bleed marks and blah blah blah. So now I have done a file that is totally ready for being printed. 2 pages here, and then it's just emailing this one to the print house and everything will be fine. So how big is this one actually? It's only 744 kilobytes, so it's basically less than 1 megabyte, which is tiny. Illustrations can usually be tiny if it's simple as that. So this is how you actually do a correct print file with bleed. So the print house has something to cut off, so they ensure that your color goes totally to the edge. That's how to do it. Create it in a little bit oversized. So remember in your illustration, if you know that it has to be printed outhouse on a postcard or something like that, or a big poster, to work with bleed. When you create your document from the start, if you already know this, then you can actually set your bleed on from the start already. So whenever you do your design, you know that, okay, I need to have my background or whatever I have, let's go out to the bleed line. That's how to do it. Thank you for listening.